Hey there, buttercups! Let's talk about Imbolc. It is a really cool pagan holiday. We celebrate it from February 1st to February 2nd. Imbolc is like a signal. It tells us spring is on its way. Imbolc is right between winter solstice and spring equinox. Winter is ending, spring is beginning. It is a time for new beginnings. Many people celebrate Imbolc. It started a long time ago with the Celts. Wiccans and other neo-pagans still celebrate it today. It is a special time to connect with nature. Imbolc reminds us that even in the dark of winter, light and warmth are coming back. It is a time to be hopeful and get ready for new growth. Imbolc has a long history. The name comes from Old Irish. It means in the belly. This makes sense because it is the time when female sheep, or ewes, start producing milk. It means spring is near and new life is coming. The Celts celebrated Imbolc in Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man. These celebrations were important to them. They honored the earth and the changing seasons. Some people think Imbolc goes back even further, to the Neolithic period. They point to ancient tombs that line up with the sunrise on Imbolc. That's pretty amazing, right? So Imbolc has deep roots. It reminds us of our connection to nature and the ancient cycles of the earth. Let's talk about Brigid. She is a very important goddess in Celtic mythology. Brigid is connected to Imbolc in a special way. She is the daughter of Dagda, a powerful god of the Druids. Brigid is the goddess of fertility, fire, poetry, and even blacksmithing. She is a true multitasker. There are many myths about Brigid. One story says she was born with a flame around her head. Another says she drank the milk of a mystical cow from the spirit world. She is also known for her beautiful and powerful poems. From goddess to saint, the story of Brigid. Brigid is a figure of immense importance in Irish history and mythology. Her story is a fascinating blend of ancient pagan traditions and early Christian beliefs. Brigid is so important that she is still remembered today. Her legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of the Irish people, who celebrate her through various festivals and traditions. When Christianity came to Ireland, she did not disappear. She transformed. The goddess Brigid was seamlessly integrated into the new Christian faith, becoming Saint Brigid. Saint Brigid is one of Ireland's most important patron saints. Her transformation from goddess to saint is a testament to her enduring significance. Saint Brigid was known for her kindness and healing abilities. She was a beacon of hope and compassion, always ready to help those in need. She helped people and shared her knowledge of farming. Her wisdom in agriculture was invaluable, and she taught many how to cultivate the land effectively. She even started a monastery in Kildare. This monastery became a center of learning and spirituality, attracting people from all over. People think it was built on a sacred site dedicated to the goddess Brigid. This blending of pagan and Christian elements is a unique feature of Irish history. It is interesting how Saint Brigid shares many similarities with the goddess. Both are associated with fire, healing, and fertility. They are both connected to fire, milk, and helping others. These elements highlight the continuity of her influence from ancient times to the present. It is like the old beliefs blended with the new ones. This fusion created a rich tapestry of cultural and religious practices that are still observed today. St. Brigid's Day is celebrated on February 1st. This day marks the beginning of spring and is a time for renewal and reflection. It is a special day to remember her life and good deeds. People light candles, sing songs, and share stories about her remarkable life, ensuring that her legacy continues to inspire future generations. Celebrating Imbolc today. Even today, people celebrate Imbolc. Wiccans and neo-pagans honor this ancient festival in their own unique ways. It is a time to connect with nature and welcome the return of spring. People celebrate Imbolc in their homes and with friends. They might hold rituals or spend time in nature. Some even adjust the date based on when they see the first signs of spring in their area. Brigid is still a big part of Imbolc celebrations. People make Brigid crosses from reeds. They might also create corn dollies or leave out offerings of milk and baked goods for her. Lighting candles is a big part of Imbolc. It symbolizes the return of light and warmth. It is a reminder that spring is on its way. Candlemas, a celebration of light. Candlemas is another celebration on February 2nd, marking a significant event in the Christian calendar. It is a Christian holiday, but it has connections to Imbolc, a pagan festival that also celebrates light and the coming of spring. Both holidays are about light and hope, symbolizing the return of longer days and the promise of renewal. Candlemas celebrates the presentation of Jesus at the temple, an event that holds deep significance in Christian tradition. It also celebrates the purification of the Virgin Mary, a ritual that was customary in Christian tradition. On this day, candles are blessed and then used throughout the year in various religious ceremonies and personal devotions. The holiday has ancient roots, starting in Greece a long time ago, and has evolved over centuries. It might even be linked to an old Roman festival called Februalia, which was also a time for purification and renewal. Februalia involved purification rituals that were believed to cleanse the community and prepare it for the new year. In Ireland, Candlemas is called La File Muir na Quinial, which translates to the feast day of Mary of the Candles. This name highlights the importance of Mary in the celebration and the central role of candles in the rituals. So, even though Candlemas is a Christian holiday, it shares some similarities with the older pagan celebrations of light and renewal, blending traditions from different cultures and times. Imbolc treats and groundhog glances. What is a celebration without food? Imbolc, a festival marking the midpoint between winter and spring, is no exception. This ancient Celtic festival is rich with traditions, and food plays a central role in the festivities. Imbolc has some yummy traditional treats. From hearty breads to sweet delights, the offerings are as varied as they are delicious. People enjoy bannocks, a type of Scottish bread, and fresh butter. These simple yet satisfying foods are a staple during Imbolc celebrations, symbolizing the sustenance and warmth needed to get through the remaining winter days. Milk is also important, whether for drinking or using in special baths. Pancakes are another favorite. These golden round treats are not just delicious but also hold symbolic meaning. They are round like the sun and symbolize the wheel of the year turning. As we enjoy these pancakes, we are reminded of the sun's return and the promise of longer, warmer days ahead. People also enjoy cheese, especially sheep cheese, as a reminder of new life. The dairy products are a nod to the lambing season, which begins around this time, symbolizing fertility and renewal. Now, let's talk about Groundhog Day. This quirky tradition has captured the imagination of many, and it also falls on February 2nd. Groundhog Day is a fun way to predict the weather, and while it is not directly related to Imbolc, they share some fun and interesting similarities. Both involve looking to nature for signs of the changing seasons and celebrating the promise of spring. On Groundhog Day, we wait to see if the groundhog sees its own shadow. If it does, we are in for 6 more weeks of winter. If not, spring is coming soon. This playful tradition adds a bit of excitement and anticipation to the season. The idea of predicting the weather based on animal behavior is a fascinating one, and it ties back to ancient practices of observing nature to understand the world around us. Some people say Groundhog Day came from an old German Candlemas tradition. This tradition involved a badger predicting the weather instead of a groundhog. In this tradition, a badger predicted the weather instead of a groundhog. The blending of these customs over time shows how cultural practices evolve and influence each other. So, while Imbolc and Groundhog Day are separate holidays, it is interesting to see how they both involve predicting the weather and celebrating the coming of spring. That is Imbolc for you. This festival is a beautiful blend of ancient customs and modern celebrations, all centered around the themes of renewal and hope. It is amazing how ancient traditions live on and inspire us today. Happy Imbolc, everyone! As we honor these age-old practices, we connect with our ancestors and find joy in the rhythms of nature.
Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We do like to know and hear your feedback. And if you have the means, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where you can get early access to our videos and where we post bonus material. Till next time, this is Geeky Tidbits saying cheers and have a good day.